The Augment system in Black Ops 6 Zombies, a brand new system that lets you upgrade and change the abilities of your perks, field upgrades, and ammo mods. But I've been thinking about this system, and I had one question. Is this system good for the overall experience of the Zombies game mode? Now, to be clear here, I'm not asking if I personally like it or if you personally like it, because I know the answer to that, and I'll even tell you what I think about it very soon, but I'm not really focused on that. I'm talking about the overall experience, how most people experience the game. Because how I feel about it is pretty obvious. I've been very positive about this system. I've loved the grind to unlock all of the different augments for all the different items. I thought that's really cool, but more importantly, what I really loved about this is how you could change your augments before each match, completely changing how you're going to play that, whether it be a strategy for an Easter egg that we've seen with Citadel and using augments like vetted upgrades, or even just doing high rounds, changing your strategy entirely based off the augments that you are running. That stuff to me is so freaking cool. And as much as I love all of that and just want to say this system's perfect and just move on, I do have to acknowledge that there is something that I've noticed about this augment system. And what that is how it is for a more casual player. Because me, I've unlocked all of the different augments a while back ago. Like, this isn't something I'm worried about not having the right augment for the right strategy that I want to use. If there's a strategy out there that requires an augment, I have that because I have all of them unlocked. But you have to think about it. Just because I have them all unlocked doesn't mean everybody does. In fact, I would bet most people, the vast majority of zombies players, just don't have all of the augments unlocked because it just takes so long. Now, I have heard that there was a, I guess, buff or nerf, to how long it actually takes to unlock augments in this game, and they unlock a lot faster now. But still, I would think that most people just don't have them unlocked, because I still think it takes to get to like prestige 5, 6, or 7 to unlock all of the augments, and that's assuming you only play zombies. And that's still a lot of time to put into the game to unlock all of this stuff. And if you think about that alone, I mean, this limits how a lot of the casual players can play. They can't play to the same level that all the hardcore players can play. Like, they don't have all those options to them. And maybe that doesn't matter because maybe they're just casual, so they don't care as much. But I think a bigger problem for those casual players with this augment system is that the game's straight up way more difficult for them than the hardcore players. Like, think about it. If you don't have some of the better augments unlocked, like think of the crutch ones that you're just used to playing in the game, and think whichever ones those are for you. But like for me, I'm thinking like upgrading Juggernaut to get probiotic. I mean, to get 50 more health, that is a huge deal. That makes a big difference. Or even for quick revive with Dying Wish, that's humongous. Or even things that are just something you forget about now, like Electric Cherry on Elemental Pop. Things like this, maybe not all casual players have all things that us hardcore players have taken for granted because we've played the game a lot. But now for these casual players, for some reason the game is just way more difficult. And I know this for firsthand. I've gone over to friends' house and played on their accounts, and they didn't have anything unlocked, and it's kind of a big difference from how easy it is on my account compared to theirs. Like, just not having more of the essential upgraded perks or ammo mods or field upgrades is a humongous difference. And on top of that, let's say like someone wants to get into an Easter egg for the first time, and so they look up some strategies, and for some reason all these strategies that videos I know I've made myself require you to use specific augments that maybe you don't have unlocked, and now you can't do that strategy because you just don't have that unlocked. And sure, some people, when that happens, like, they'll just start grinding the game so they can have it there, but other people just like, well, I guess I don't have it, so I'm not going to do it. And I've seen this reaction from people in real life where they've had that same reaction, where it's just like, I mean, they don't have the right things unlocked, so I guess they're just not going to do it. And that's my worry for that casual audience. Is this actually hurting their experience of the game? Because not only does it just feel weird and left out that you can't use a lot of things that you're seeing people on YouTube or Twitch using, but on top of that, the game is just straight up more difficult for you than it is for them. And at the end of the day, a lot of these people just don't have the time to get on the game and grind and complete all the augments. Now, I will give Treyarch credit that they did nerfed the amount of time it takes and the amount of XP it takes to actually unlock all of the augments by like a lot, and that's a huge play for them, and I think that was a great thing. But they did do it a little late now, and I don't know how long it actually takes to unlock all the augments in the game. I know for me it took to prestige 5 or 6, but I think even after the nerf, I think it probably takes to prestige 3 or 4, again assuming you're only playing zombies. So it's just like, I don't know exactly if this is the best feeling for most casual players. Maybe it isn't something that is too important, but maybe it is. I'm not entirely sure. I just know from my personal experience and how I've seen my casual player friends react to this system, that they just don't like that they don't have everything accessible to them. Let's really think about this, because like some of these people I know weren't always casual zombies players, but they used to just get on zombies and they didn't really have to worry to make sure their account was leveled up. In fact, a lot of these people played offline before or just locally and just didn't have to worry about that stuff because it was supposed to be easier to get into zombies. Like they could run Easter eggs without having to worry if they had the perfect augments set up or anything like that. And that's my question. Is this hurting that player base? Because I feel like it can. I'm not sure that it is, but I feel like it can, at least on a level. And I really don't like saying that because, like I've said at the start of this video, I love the augment system. I love everything it brings to the game. It reminds me of the BO3 Gobblegums, how the speedrun strategies and everything would change. Just strategies would fundamentally change just based off the augments that you brought into that game. That stuff is so cool. And like having things like save and quit make it even cooler now, because you can start off your game with a certain set of augments, but once you want to switch up that strategy, you can save and quit, change your augments, and then come back later. Like stuff like that I think is so cool. I love the different ideas that people have been coming up with for high rounds, Easter eggs, and just stuff like that is so cool and so fun, and I think it adds so much more to the hardcore side of the game. But the question still is there, is that hardcore benefit hurting the casual players? And if it is it worth it? Now, I'm not here to tell you it is or it isn't for sure. I'm just bringing you a concern that I've heard from just casual players that I've met and played with recently. But I'd love to hear what you guys, not only what you guys think about this, but also you guys that I'm sure have casual player friends outside there, like people who casually play zombies. Has it been more difficult to get them to play Black Ops 6 Zombies than past zombie titles because of the augment systems, or do they just not care? Or just let me know what your experience is with playing with your casual player friends. Regardless though, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and if you guys did find this video helpful or entertaining or just eye-opening in any way, shape, or form, I'd appreciate if you guys dropped a like, subscribe, bell, share, or any of that great stuff. But I'm going to go, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hey, one last thing guys, as I'm recording this video, I just hit 18k subs. Thank you guys all so much for supporting the channel and helping it grow, especially since Black Ops 6's launch. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much, but now I'll actually let you guys go.